up, everybody? Okay, I'm new to this, so it looks a little bit unprofessional, but anyway, hey, what is up, everybody? We are here at Rage. This is MZASI Nerds. I am Buckmeister Cool. This is Nebelo Kala. I am sitting with Mr. Ken, aka Mr. Extraordinary, and Mr. Gary Lou. We are here at Rage as MZASI Nerds at this awesome space called Space.tm. I cannot believe it. This is so professional. I feel so out of place, guys.
I know, right? I believe the term is called imposter syndrome.
I was going to say I can't relate, but I live in front of the mic, you know what I mean, as a voiceover artist.
This should be like a second version.
It is.
I don't know why this looks far different from a Zoom screen that we're used to.
Hey, you know, MZASI Nerds, we just hop on Zoom and we see 4 screens. Now there is trains, there is mics, there is headsets. I don't know what's happening. But
shout out to Space TM for that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Space TM. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Anyway, guys, so Rage, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this right now. I think this is the best Rage I have ever attended. The stands are amazing. The games on display, the technology on display. Me and Gary got to jam FIFA. By the way, I want revenge. Listen to that laugh. He's laughing like he's Shao
Can I tell you something?
Like
the gaming experience at Rage has been incredible.
Yes.
The diversity when it comes to the gaming, the amount of people that are actually gaming, and the interactiveness at Rage is unbelievable. So shout out to Rage for that, and I hope it gets better and better and better with time.
I just want to add, conventions like this shows the health of the community
100%.
in a given country, and
100%.
the turnout here is just showing just how thriving the gaming community actually is. And it's something that we could say most companies are sleeping on, but we can see that proper people are beginning to pay attention. We've got a healthy turnout. I mean, NEG has been canvassing for us for generations now, but we are seeing 5FM is here, Yakaranda is here,
Sundowns is here.
Sundowns is here. So when was the last time you've had Sundowns?
I guess you could say NAG has been nagging South Africa to pay attention to gaming.
Okay, I opened that part up.
You know, I just want to say quickly that this is my first time at Rage. I've never been here before, and I'm quite impressed. And I'm excited because, you know, like you said, I mean, I've been reading NEG since like the early 2000s, but I had no idea, you know, the spectacle of Rage is like. So I'm truly impressed by what they have done here. It's truly impeccable.
I'm gonna choose to be a grown up and not let it slide now.
So you can be a grown up also.
I wanted to talk about
I recently took my meds.
I just want to talk about how Sundowns was here and the beautiful initiative they did with the FIFA competition. I think there's plenty of potential for different brands to partner with conventions like this. You know what I mean? So much potential for sponsorship and so much potential for growth. So open to sponsorship.
So much potential for fistfights in the stands when people's teams are losing.
But I think also they're very smart to acknowledge nerds. You know what I mean? Because usually you do have soccer nerds, but when you have actual gaming nerds within that community, I think that is also something that is unique. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, and it's a community. We are building and growing together. So I'm excited to see how the next 5, 4, 3 years are going to be looking.
I just want to say, also shout out to the turnout. It's loud in there. It is a party that's going on. You can hear the cheers going on, and the only other places I've seen those kind of cheers and screams and everything is basically in a soccer stadium. So we are more alike than that meets the eye, guys. I think come out. If you think you feel out of place at a gaming convention, you just see we're just as cool, awkward, funny as anyone else at any other place that you feel passionate about. Passionate people show our true colors in any way.
I just wanted to say the only thing that we haven't seen so far is a sangoma pouring
on stadiums. Leave the cowhead at home. Leave the cowhead at home.
But we have seen wizards and witchcraft,
actually,
or witches in cosplay, but we haven't seen any potions or anything of that.
Speaking about that, I'm kind of curious, guys. What's your top 3 stands and stuff you have seen so far with your Rage experience?
Okay, so first off, I have to shout out the Anime After Hours stand.
Shout
It's a lot
out,
of fun
shout out.
there. There's Zero J, aka the founder of Otaku Magazine. So
Yeah.
anybody who's been reading that in South Africa, Otaku Magazine, anybody who's been put onto anime, that's likely where you got your anime source. And Zero J Sensei, arigato.
Arigato.
Oh yeah, we interviewed him in the Geek Spot. Shameless plug, shameless plug,
Oh
shameless
my
plug.
god, okay. Yes, so Anime After Hours, that has been amazing. There's this stand, I believe it's called Omen. It's being a locally developed game. Right now they're in their beta stage, but like I played some of it. It's amazing. It's fun. The whole premise is that you're this guy who was betrayed by his wife, I believe, or something, and then basically you lose your kingdom and you have to like build it up again. And the way the mechanics work is that if you like kill a lot of people, your kingdom like diminishes, but you become unstoppable. But if you try to save people, your kingdom flourishes, but that's much harder, and all of that stuff. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have a great stand going on and all of that stuff. And like you have this mode called Beast Mode, and one of the cool mechanics of it is that in Beast Mode you're invincible, but your blood drains faster than when you're in normal mode. So you have to decide if you're going to go in beast mode to try and beat something before you die, or if you're going to try and beat that thing like just normally as the normal character. It's amazing.
What's that stand again?
I have it here on my phone somewhere. I think it's like H3 to H6, but it's called Omen.
Omen.
Yeah.
And your final stand?
Oh, and my final stand. Ooh, it's so hard because there's so much stuff.
That's true. That
It's
is
so
true.
much
That's
stuff.
true.
I guess I gotta shout out 5FM and
Shout out
sponsor
5FM.
with McDonald's and everything.
You read my mind.
Yeah, that thing was fire. We got to play I got to play Tekken yesterday. We got to play FIFA.
FIFA as well,
Yes, there's another game I want to check out called 2XKO, I believe. It's like a League of Legends fighting game spin-off type thing. But those will be for now. There's still so many other stands. I hope you guys name other ones
Yeah,
because
same.
I'm sure I'm missing like 100 of them.
I hope people don't think we're talking about JoJo stands. No, we're actually talking about physical stands.
Yeah.
Okay, what? No, there's no such thing happening.
Like, don't listen to him. Stands are real, kids. You go out there and you pose it to your heart's content, and the best poser out there, one day your stand will manifest. So you just, when you go back to school, kids, next year, practice your JoJo poses. 5 hours of stretches and everything, and you will see.
Yeah.
All right,
Anything for physical activity.
Sorry, just to make sure I got the stand right,
Sure.
it's H3 and H6 Omen at Rage, if you're still here at Rage, because we still got one more day as per time of this recording, so please go check out. If you're listening to us live and you're here, please go check out Omen H3 and H6. Awesome stand.
Fantastic. And what about you?
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
This question reminds me of that thing at school. When school's open and say, "What did you guys do?" What did you guys do during the holidays? And I'm thinking, because for me, when you're asking the most ADHD person, there's a blur going on.
I understand.
But I think, now he's taken my top spot, which was Anime After Hours, because I was there. It's my favorite. Shout out to, he said, Zero J, Shaz, and them people, such a vibe. I don't want to sound snobbish. But I'm going to, let me go there. You know, the media lounge.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the
media lounge.
They're really taking care of us outside.
They are taking care of us.
Shout out to Kerry and the team.
I had delicious donuts.
It's essential as well.
The one you didn't say for us, man. You could have got us a donut, but no.
You're this gallivanting all over the place.
I mean, there's a lot to do, there's a lot to see.
And also, I think shout out to the lightsaber stand. Very cool.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What I like the most is they knew about the legends versus the actual canon lore, and when I was referencing the yellow lightsaber, they knew I was talking about Jedi Sentinels. I was, for lack of I was nerding out with all the level of composure I could find.
Do you know how dope that stand was, right? All of you know that I haven't watched Star Wars before.
Blasphemy.
I'm going to watch it.
I have felt
that man made me fall in love with that. You know, I'm gonna watch it after this. Anyway.
I just want to say that. So what makes it so cool about those guys is you can custom make your own lightsaber.
100%.
They did mention that you can make a sort of like a dual lightsaber thing, like kind of like Darth Maul. And they also had an app where you can actually like control the colors and everything.
That was so cool.
That was so cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'll jump straight in to.
Oh, sorry. Did you mention the third one?
I thought it was the anime after hours.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I want to see if I can find a different one because you've taken anime after hours. Cue that timer, kids. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, did we do it at the same time?
Find out in the
Oh my
episode
God.
of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, let me set it up. Let me set it up. Will Tibble not know the third best thing that he's ever witnessed ever since?
Okay,
Find out in the next episode of Something Nerds.
Okay, it's really slightly off the grid, but shout out to the Afro Tokyo guys. And all of Artist Ellie's, I think.
Yes,
I think that would take place.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, Artist Ellie is here.
Shout out to Manga Ziad as well. Awali Comics. They're also doing wonderful things.
Also, what I love the most about my lovely Republic of South Africa, this country, is that we are, as gamers, we are more united than divided. We don't have genre and gatekeepers.
Oh, that's
and
true.
genre.
No.
It's a
There's no
gaming
cliques here.
expo, but there's artists Ellie's here with the comics and the.
Hey, when we were bullied in high school, you didn't have time.
There's no gatekeeping. All the 8 gates, all of the 8 gates are open. So the power of youth explodes.
This guy said so you need it.
I've got the power of God and enemy on my side. Yeah, cool. So what I love about this place is that we are a community. We are together. No matter what's good for one hand is good for the other. And as one genre grows, we are always putting each other down because we know we are all from the gutter together. So we are all going to root the fist together. And I just love you guys.
Yeah.
That's all I get to see.
That's
all of
nice.
you.
That's tough.
Neri?
Yeah, then there's so many honorable mentions, man. I think one thing that I'll start is I am in love with the Lego collection that is here.
Oh, right.
Oh my word! Did you see that Death Star? You know what I mean? I could just take it home and put it on my nightstand. You know what I mean?
And you never watched Star Wars.
I'm telling you, you know what I mean? So I think that's one honorable mention. And then, as a kid, in the movies, you always watched people play Dungeons and Dragons. This was the first time I actually saw people playing Dungeons and Dragons, and that healed my inner child. I learned and I got information, and probably gonna play Dungeons and Dragons after this. So that's another honorable mention.
We gotta think about that.
Yeah,
Slight tangents.
Yeah. I'm talking about the honorable mentions.
I'm building my chakras. Just for the audience, in MZASI Nerds, when we go on a tangent and we go on for too long, it's called a genjutsu.
Yeah, so we have to dispel
Kai
it.
We have to dispel it. So we use Kai.
Yeah.
So right now he's about to go on a tangent, so I'm building my chakra just in case.
Okay,
It's not that big of a. It's just a request. Very.
Yeah.
Right. If we can get a D&D band,
Yes.
online band going on,
Yeah.
would you come as a regular for?
100%.
Okay, and if you do that, would you mind if we have a Star Wars marathon as a thank you?
I don't mind at all.
Okay,
I don't mind at all. Because I'm tired of being the only one who doesn't understand what's going on in the light side and what's going on in the dark side. Only thing I know is I am your father. That's all about. That's about
But
it.
Star Wars, we have to discuss this thing. Why is the dark side evil? Come on, guys.
But at least Darth Vader assumed responsibility.
Shout out to Darth Vader for that, actually.
At the last minute before he.
Yeah.
I mean, he went out to go get some milk, but he came back.
He took Luke's hand with him.
Don't spoil it for Gary, guys. Don't spoil it for Gary.
Anyway.
And then I think one thing that I also want to mention that I really love is just how much the esport community is growing. As someone who's trying to jump into the streaming and esport space, I saw people playing Minecraft competitively. I saw some games that I did, League of Legends, I think it was. That was fantastic to watch, man. I saw people playing FIFA online as well. And I think online games and EA Sports, their growth, there's so much growth for sponsorships. There's so much growth for income for us creators and gamers as well.
Right.
So I think that's my top 3, man. Shout out to the people who are promoting esports. I think it's GT Gaming. Shout out to them, man. You're doing some great jobs, and keep it up. Keep up with the work.
Let your kids play games. There's money in them. I promise you.
Subjectively,
I
bro.
promise you.
Finish school first.
No,
And understand,
I'm not saying
how
the
text
school
works.
has.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the school has to disappear, Mara.
Yeah.
If you see your kid playing a game
You know,
after he's
kids,
done homework,
I mean, if you're going into that tangent, you know what I mean? content creation is not an easy thing to do.
Oh, no, no.
You understand what I'm saying? So you need to have a balance between the academic and the creativity.
Yeah, but I'm
you
just
mash
saying,
them together.
don't take away the PlayStation.
100%.
Just let them,
100%.
after homework, after mathematics.
Unless it's exam period.
Then yeah.
Listen to me, matriculants. From November, there is no TV, there is no PlayStation, there's not even magazines. It's study. You better pass. We need smart people out there, God. Please study and pass.
I know we're the wrong ones to tell you if you look into our histories, but the message still counts.
Let us not expose our report cards.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I keep telling people if I manage to pass my matric, anyone can.
Oh,
it's DEF.
Yeah. Also deaf. Oh. You know. Anyway,
Well, that's good in hip hop, so I guess.
most deaf.
Yeah, most
So deaf. Deaf jam.
Next star.
Shout out.
I think
Okay.
the mental is
Yeah. So look, like I said, this is my first day, so I'm still new to this whole thing. But
Yeah.
I don't want to lie. Look, 5FM for me really grabbed my interest because I've seen the 5FM listener for a very long time, for like 8 years. Shout out to the Fresh Drive, if anybody remembers that, Sasha Martinengo and all those guys. So seeing all of that was pretty cool. I think they did a brilliant job with their display. I'm truly impressed by what they did. The second one would be the Mamelodi Sundowns one. I think I already mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'm not even a sports guy, to be honest with you, but I think the fact that they took the initiative to actually consider nerds in this space was brilliant from their
I
side.
agree totally.
Truly brilliant. The fact that, look, you know what I'm looking forward to?
Yeah.
If we can get something similar to FIFA, but in South Africa,
Yeah.
kind of like a PSL.
Oh yeah, and then you have leagues and stuff like
leagues and
that.
everything. You get familiar with all the players. This side.
That's what I was saying. Esports, man. The potential is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you're definitely
But
right.
from a South African perspective,
Yes.
that would be impressive. I
There's
don't
no
wanna lie.
question.
Yeah.
Any of you, have you watched online tournaments overseas and everything like
Yes.
that? I think even though I'm from the RTS side of things, I'm an avid, almost obsessive follower of the GSL StarCraft 2 League.
Right.
So I know exactly what's happening in terms of how to get this hype going in terms of behind the market and stuff like that. And its official term is GSL, Global Esports League.
Okay.
So it's a GSL, and they usually have world tournaments, world championships.
That's dope.
It's a huge industry. In fact,
It is.
StarCraft 1 was in Korea was almost bigger than the halftime show. It generates more views. The Super Bowl would generate more views back in its heyday. Now StarCraft 2 is not as popular as StarCraft 1 in Korea. Correct me on that. I know that somebody's typing angrily right now. But what I know is what I know is there is grounds for, if you set the foundation right, it could be just as big as the rugbies, as the crickets, as the PSL.
People
So
are
it's,
getting their houses on StarCraft.
so it's called PSL, Premier Soccer League, but then I just find the name GSL is the StarCraft one. So check those out.
I think the last one I would mention is probably the Lego, because you showed
Yeah,
it to me.
100%.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I saw
really.
a train made out of Legos. And I was really impressed by what they did there.
Hey guys, I fear the day that we get serious money because we're going to have the most ridiculous stuff in our house.
100% without doubt.
Yeah, we're going to have to now extend our homes because we need the room for all these things.
And then what's that berserk sword called?
Slayer.
Yeah, you see that one right on my front door. You can see it there. Yeah.
Is that a warning?
Yeah, right on my front door.
If you're
Just
gonna
stay away
rock,
from
arm
horses.
yourself.
Just stay away from horses. If you know, you know.
I just want to say, okay, well, now that you're speaking about Lego, I have a slight funny story is that one of the biggest toys I used to play in my childhood was a big drum of Lego blocks. So whenever I pass by there, it's like if I fall into this Lego pit, I'm not leaving because I'll immediately go back to my 8-year-old self. Building things, and I used to build all manner of crazy things. Sometimes I'll build the Legos and make crazy stuff. Some things I'll use those Legos as toy soldiers, and like I don't know if there's a video that I sent you guys a long time ago. It's like every weekend you see a battlefield in your bedroom and explosions happening. Those are my toy soldiers. So each time I pass there, it's still a pang of nostalgia, and I feel my family, my mother's heart rate will go up like, oh no, he's relapsing.
She senses a disturbance in the force.
I just want to say something about Rage that Gary and I noticed.
Yeah.
There's actually a kid-friendly section.
Yes.
By Rage. You know, usually when you go to a restaurant like Spur or McDonald's, that's places that usually accommodate kids, especially the play area. But seeing that at an event like this is genius.
It's telling. It's telling that the community is safe.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it accommodates for all age groups.
Also, your kids won't get lost
100%.
because you know where they are.
Yes. And you know one thing that I was so amazed by, and usually when you come to conventions like this, you always think that it's accommodating for more of the youth. And I'd love to see the span in difference in age. I saw the youth is here, right? By youth, I'm talking 16, maybe to 20. And then I saw the upper youth from 25 to 27. Even the elderly and the elderly are also participating in cosplay. And I think that's so dope. You tell me then.
I was
You
like,
tell me,
the
man.
upper youth.
Yeah, I mean, you're part of the upper youth.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I just need to be careful with my words, but since we're talking about games and all, you know, we just got the unfortunate news that the actor who played Shonen Jump is no longer with us. Mortal Kombat. And I just wanted to know your thoughts about two things. One, the impact of the actor, if you know any of these things, and the character that he has played for on Mortal Kombat.
Well, I mean, he redefined Shang Tsung for. Actually,
He's also Heihachi in Tekken.
Oh, in the
live action version.
In the live action version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I recognize him now. Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to mention
his name.
I just want to mention his name quickly.
Yeah.
It's Hiroyuki Tagawa.
Yeah, Hiroyuki. Yo, my
Tagawa.
Japanese is bad. Sorry. Tagawa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Tagawa Sensei.
Tagawa Sensei.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tagawa Sensei. Yeah, no, I mean, like, again, Shang Tsung is Shang Tsung because of him.
Yeah.
That whole "your soul is mine."
Yeah.
That was never in Mortal Kombat until he said that line.
Oh,
They
really?
never put it in Mortal Kombat.
That's crazy.
That whole thing, Mortal Kombat as a whole, especially Shang Tsung as a character, his role in that movie changed the entire course of Mortal Kombat forever.
Wow.
So that whole thing, "your soul is mine," I'll take this soul, that stuff, that was all his acting. He also had a movie I think called Rising Sun, where it was like he did an Academy or like an Emmy Award performance or anything, because he was like I don't know how to say this, but like he was a great actor. Let me just go with that.
Yes,
Okay? He was like a fantastic actor, and he took all of that into Mortal Kombat. So much so that when we got to Annihilation, we were even disappointed in Shao Kahn because we were like, you're not Shang Tsung, my guy. Where's the energy?
And Shao Kahn was supposed to be the big bad of the series, and it didn't.
Tagawa Sensei said, "Your performance is mine."
Right.
And also, fun fact for those who know, he also voice acted Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
So he was the voice actor.
And they also even did a DLC where they take his face model and they put him on Shang Tsung's face.
If you look at the character Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat 11, he looks very familiar.
He was really part of the fabric of Mortal Kombat.
As his young self, as an old man as well.
Oh, interesting.
In the series, and the lines he keeps putting up in the intro combat sequences are brilliant. And even in the expanded version, he was basically the titular bad guy who manages to screw everything up, and it ends up with the once again champion Liu Kang, Fireball Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung.
He also did the web series. He also did the web series. If you guys remember Machinima, when they used to do live action Mortal Kombat things, I think Michael J. White was in one of the episodes and all of that stuff. He showed up again as Shang Tsung.
Oh, because Michael J. White is Jax, right?
In that live action thing, he was Jax, yes.
Yeah.
But he also showed up as Shang Tsung in there.
Okay.
And again, Mortal Kombat, like as a series and everything, he played a huge part in what we know of Mortal Kombat today. So shout out to that legend.
He embodied the ethos that a villain is what carries the story. Because if the more you want the bad guy to go down, the more invested you are in the story. And he was in his stride. I think of cinematic villains, not necessarily cinematic film quality, but villains. I put him as second, only to
Mortal Kombat 1 is good.
Ian
Fight me.
McDermott, the Emperor.
The Emperor, yeah.
Palpatine and then him. They embodied I'm evil. I'm enjoying being evil. I don't care about all this love. I just like that girl. Sonya gonna be my concubine cockholding in the movie.
Right.
But
I think he definitely was typecast as a villain for a lot of roles. I think the first time I saw him was in a movie called Showdown in Little Tokyo with Brandon Lee, with Lee's son.
Oh, really?
Was in there. And also has Dolph Lundgren in there. It was a brilliant movie. I think it was a Yakuza Don in that movie.
I need to check
And
this movie
he was
out.
also in a series called Revenge, even though he did the second season.
Okay.
The first season was acted by the gentleman who played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
Okay,
You know,
and then
just taking it back to Mortal Kombat.
They said, get over here. Get over here.
You know, and also, I mean, his performance in Tekken is not bad as well. Like Shima Heihachi and all of that. It's just that, you know, Tekken the movie was not that great.
No,
but
he's one of those
good.
actors where it doesn't matter how bad the movie is.
He's not
he
bad in
will
it.
always
His
be like
performance-
fantastic in it.
the last thing you can say about any movie appears is that his performance was subpar. He's the guy who elevates it. I would say Shakespearean level acting.
Yes.
And he used to take that intensity to whatever role he played.
Yes,
100%.
yes.
So,
It didn't give you the same actor
300.
vibes. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, even though when he was playing different characters, you saw different characters. He went like, I mean, this is just some two different. No. You saw the character for who they
Yeah, he embodied the character.
100%.
And then one thing I also want to mention is shout out to the cosplay, man. The cosplay here is unbelievable. Just curious, do you see any favorite cosplays that you have seen so far?
There's
and then
one
is
that
there
just-
anything else that you would like to see more of as well?
there's one that just passed us now,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to contain myself
Yeah.
from the out of here because not even that.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to that. That was amazing.
That was amazing, yeah?
But there was a Darth Vader that passed by,
Yeah.
and I was just like, okay, I need to sit here and be professional. I can't chase after him.
Yeah. As a big One Piece fan, I saw a Luffy and Luffy in Gear 5, man. Well, with the white hair and everything, that for me was like top tier, man.
Yeah.
That was
No,
like my
I mean, I also
favorite.
saw like a regular Luffy, and like she killed it.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out a mutual friend of ours, Forge Muse. He's cosplaying as Batman today.
Oh, shout out.
And like he's tall, right?
Yeah, I saw him somewhere.
The fact that he's so tall just made me realize how scary Batman actually might be for real.
That's true.
In
That's
Gotham.
true. Fair, yeah,
If you
true.
see someone
Yeah.
that tall dressed as a bat
And with a
he's
serious
breaking the
demeanor,
bones,
serious demeanor.
I would
man.
quit my job immediately.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
He was not an ordinary citizen.
And then, is there anything else that you want to see more of in terms of cosplay?
In terms of cost, I would love to see some more Black Panther stuff. I know there's a little Black Panther stand.
Okay.
I'd love to see a little bit more Dragon Ball Z stuff. I mean, that's just me. because
Okay,
I'm a fan of
yeah, I'm
Dragon Ball
seeing
Z.
that.
And what else? What else would I
I
like
just want to say
Oh,
something.
well, shout out to the Marines.
Shout out to the Marines one time.
We are not pirates. We are not pirates. We are not pirates.
Hey, you guys have a hey, you guys have a tough job, eh?
They do. But I just want to say something. You know, I saw one of these conventions in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
And someone was dressed as Captain South Africa.
Oh, right.
So I would like to see more of our own characters that we have created. People cosplaying those. I'd really like to see a lot of Captain South Africa. What I'm wearing now, this is
Young Nelson.
Young Nelson from Rainbow Nation Comics.
Oh, beautiful.
So Young Nelson, Kwesi,
Okay.
or any super striker characters.
That would be nice. Imagine seeing Shakes. Oh, that would be nice.
Matador.
Matador. That would be nice, actually. Yeah, that would be nice.
Rastafari.
Oh, Rasta. Yeah.
Well, my answer would be, let's see. Oh, okay. Wasn't in the convention, but I think I'm gonna spend the next 2 hours searching for it.
Yeah.
Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
We were in the parking lot. I was driving. I almost stopped the car and jumped out of the way.
Can I ask a crucial question, right? So, cosplay, right, is when you dress up as a fictional character in anime.
Anime, gaming.
It's also,
Not just
it's not as anime. So even if you're cosplaying as gamers as well, it's still
TV series
cosplay.
character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was a distinction between anime and
like,
gaming as well.
With cosplay, it's like a wide variety. You can cosplay as an actor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
An actor as a
Or like a mascot of like a cereal,
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
Crunch.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's costume.
I mean, yesterday
So-
I was Johnny Bravo. So.
Fair.
So I think the big circle is cosplay, but then there are like little circles in between.
Okay.
And some of them do overlap
Yeah,
a little, like the
yeah.
furry community. I don't know if it's direct or not, but I know that's what I get. I mean it with all the love because I love those guys. The level of detail they get into those costumes is fantastic.
yes.
It overlaps in the cosplay as well. There's also the anime community, and I recently discovered that it also overlaps with the BDSM community for some reason. I was shook at, but it's
Yeah.
so I had to sort of that pill, and my conservative stuff was like, my pills, but we don't gatekeep.
Yeah. There you go.
You just made me realize something.
Yeah.
When corporate has year-end functions,
Yeah.
and they say the theme is movies.
Yes.
Come as your favorite movie character.
Ooh.
People are actually cosplaying without realizing it.
Yes.
Like, again, I don't know I don't know how big it is here, but Halloween.
Halloween.
Yes, cosplay as well.
Cosplay. And
Did you guys participate in Halloween? Just curious.
My parents would banish me to the Netherlands.
As they have Matthews and thoughts.
Did you
I
cosplay?
Yes, I did. I did. Yes, I love Halloween. It's an interesting holiday. It's an interesting day for me. Yeah, so I came as Dracula. And I actually went and
You came
did
as
the-
Blackula.
who remembers that movie?
There's a movie called Black Hero.
Yeah, it's not
Yes.
like
Really?
Yes.
it
Actually exists.
with Eddie Murphy.
No, it's
Or
not Eddie
who
Murphy.
was it?
I forget the name. It's like from the 80s. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
But I
Eddie
just-
Murphy was a vampire, yes.
Yes.
But there's an actual movie called Blackula.
Yeah.
Is it a comedy kind of situation going on?
I think it's like a blaxploitation version of Blackula.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I think yours is Brooklyn something, right?
No,
Yeah.
Brooklyn Vampires. There's Blackula and then there's Brooklyn Vampire. I don't remember the actual actor, but it's like from the 80s or some stuff. Oh, what's up?
What's his
Okay.
name from Afro Tokyo again?
Oh, Elisha. That's Elisha.
Oh, Elijah.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah,
to
Shout out to
Afro
Elisha.
Tokyo.
Yeah, but anyway, I also just want to talk about the
Hey, I
floor
watched
plan.
it. I still did it finish the second part of the question. See,
Yes.
Titans.
Kai. Okay, so what were you saying?
I just wanted to touch up to we're just talking about showing more local content and
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
One of my biggest dreams is that if one day some person takes it into the house to cosplay one of my characters.
Ooh, I think it's
I
very
will
satisfying as a
convention
creator.
and see that I don't know how I'm gonna keep myself composed
Same
because I
here.
most probably going to either start screaming, crying, fall down, vomiting,
But here's my question to you.
urinating.
Yeah.
Have you seen like how people maybe cosplay as Stan Lee instead of any Marvel character? How
Really?
would you feel if they cosplay as you?
Bro,
I'm all for that because I already have my
I'd
uniform
walk
being
up.
prepared.
I'd walk up to them and I'd do this.
You know what would be cool? Maybe every 3 months we pick one comic from the comic selection that we have, and then just have like random competitions to people to cosplay one of your favorite local. Then make a competition about
That's
that.
it.
So we can actually introduce some of these characters.
Just a shout out
Yeah.
because Kim is
Cam,
creating
yes,
something
exactly.
called Vital Intensity.
Yes.
That's going to be dropping soon.
Yes.
He's already got something out called War Angel,
War Angel, yes.
which is available on the Color Corp website and all of that stuff. So just look up Color Corp or look up KC Media on YouTube.
Yeah.
KC Media what? What's the
291.
291. KC Media 291. Just
And
to be
don't
specific.
be shy. If you want to cosplay any of the characters, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
And then I guess I gotta plug myself because
100%.
yeah, so I've got something called the Black Fists that's on Webtoons and all of that stuff. I've also got there's a little bit of a campaign, but we're not going to talk about that today. And then there's also something called Neon Wave, which is also on Webtoons.
Alright.
So if you see anything in there that you want to cosplay as, like Neon Wave, Neon Wave is so basic right now in its costume design. It's literally a jacket and a hat.
So much
and
talent on
pants.
this panel, man. I love it, man. So much talent.
Yeah, Black Fist is where there's a little bit more costumes and a little bit more design going on. So
I was just saying you should add that. as-
yeah, no, I did mention Black Fist. It's just the other thing that I'm pushing to the side for now because I don't think that's necessary for today.
I have a question for you guys. I
Yes.
know we have spoken a bit about Mortal Kombat the movie, but how do you guys feel about live action game movies over the years? Things like Prince of Persia, Street Fighter, because they're busy with Street Fighter now, you know, and things of that
It
nature.
has, at this point in time, developed dramatically, looked away.
Dramatically looked away.
Test your brand.
I mean,
PC culture.
I think as a gamer myself, I try shy away from fighting games. I think I'm more of a first-person shooter person.
Sure.
So probably your Fortnite, Call of Duty, Gears of War.
Sure.
So I'm willing to kind of explore and find my footings. Plus, I did say that I also want to start streaming games.
Yeah.
So I think there's potential for me to explore games in that department as well.
Yeah, but I mean, if we go back to the live action conversation, I think the thing is sometimes I think the problem with Hollywood is that they kind of forget that they're making a movie,
100%.
and then they kind of want to infuse the cartoony aspect of the game.
Yeah,
into
can
the
I just add something there? For example, I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
but the latest Mortal Kombat movie,
Yeah.
where Kano says Kano wins, I'm like, why would you say that in real life?
Yo.
That makes no sense to me.
No, like even in the one before it, I think Kung Lao kills somebody and he says flawless victory. And it's like,
said that?
yeah, he literally says flawless victory or like fatality, flawless victory. I think that's the line, and it's like,
from a creative perspective, I get it because they're trying to take original source content from the game and make it as relatable as possible. So maybe there was a kind of an experimental to see, but
Yeah.
something that's relatable.
Someone else should
should have
say
said it. I think so.
That's the thing is
I think
that
so.
in Mortal Kombat 1, if they actually had the Mortal Kombat tournament and somebody were like Shao Kahn or Sanso,
Like an announcer.
like watching the thing, and he says flawless victory,
Which is exactly what he did. In the first movie.
That would make sense. But anyway, like what I'm saying is, anything can be done with writing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think we should shy away from doing live action games or movies, but I just think that people need to understand the thing that they're adapting, and I think Hollywood a lot of the time they don't understand these franchises enough.
I think as a One Piece fan, how do you guys feel about the One Piece live anime?
The live action.
Yeah.
Shout out to a lot of the South African actors. that I think that
100%.
They are killing it.
They
in
were
that thing as
killing
well.
it.
They're
Yes.
really good.
Yes.
I think that's the thing, though, is that if you look at that thing, I think they kind of understand what One Piece is about.
Yes.
And they kind of understand how to translate One Piece into a live action.
So would you say that's a great template for live action?
I have to be honest,
Uh-huh.
I didn't like it.
You really like it? Why?
It just felt a bit too kiddish for me.
Okay.
I wasn't immersed in the lore, in the universe
Okay,
and whatnot.
okay.
Maybe it's because I had already read the manga and I saw the anime bits that they were doing in live action. But one thing I will give them props for is, the costuming.
100%. And the
also
casting as well.
The
Casting
casting
was
is
amazing. Yeah.
Fun fact, the guy who plays Zoro
Yes.
is the son of the actor who used to play Hattori Hanzo in movies. It's actually the actor who played Hattori Hanzo in Kill Bill, Sonny Chiba.
Wow.
So that's Sonny Chiba's son.
Son.
So can you imagine a guy who used to play a samurai warrior with swords and everything?
His son is also.
His son wants to be the greatest swordsman.
Oh, that's the.
So it's like really interesting to see that.
And I kind of see where you're coming from, but I'm just like, when we look at where we came from,
Yeah.
like Dragon Ball Evolution,
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, like that stuff. When I look at that and I take what they're doing in the One Piece, I'm like, at least you guys care about the source material.
For sure.
Dragon Ball Evolution, what happened, guys?
For sure.
We don't talk about that. Guys. Look at Devios, look at me. There is no Dragon Ball Evolution movie.
It's a domain expansion. Doesn't exist.
Yeah. But no, definitely, I do think that just in terms of don't shy away from it, don't stop making them, but just understand the thing that you're making.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of live action. Because I don't know if you guys watched Kingdom.
Oh,
Kingdom, there was a beautiful from season 1 to season 5. I think they killed the live
No,
animation.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes, and then I don't know if you watched the live animation for Bleach as well.
no, I have not seen that.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think that there was baby steps and they kind of rushed it a bit. But I think, especially with One Piece, I actually loved One Piece.
But I think Roaring Kenshin has gotten great reviews over the years. It was really well done. Also, I think Full Metal Alchemist has been well done.
Oh yes, Full Metal Alchemist. That's one honorable mention as well.
So those are anime movies, but I'm gonna just like to gaming
Yeah.
live adaptation. I think the first one that it was entertaining was the Mortal Kombat one. I remember at that time it seemed it didn't do so well, but it became a cult.
Came out in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
And remember, Midway had already started working on it in the 90s.
Yes.
So the fact that they got
I think it was 1993.
something like that. It's kind of similar to what happened with TMNT.
Yeah.
Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird started TMNT around the 80s, and then not so long after that comic became viral, they came out with the cartoon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, then the toy line and everything. Then the movie came out in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
So it's like they really performed well at a very like fast pace, and I think that's what made it so iconic. That's why we didn't like the sequel so much.
Okay.
So on that, I think the big thing we should take away from it is like, and I think which gives a bit of a bad light to especially Western production is respect the source material.
Okay.
If you do that, the movie will inevitably do well, and the fans themselves are the ones who will bring in the new fans into this type of genre. I like the thing that I don't like the idea that they say, no, we need to mix things up because it's not going to be able to cater to.
I don't know how I feel about that. I like innovation as well. I appreciate
innovation in expression is acceptable, but innovation in terms of the story lore, if you change that too much, it hurts the story.
I also wanted to say that the other problem as well is the whole tokenism part of it, the race swapping of it sometimes, and the gender swapping. Sometimes it doesn't work,
and then gets lost in translation.
Prince of Persia got a lot of flack because they cast Jake Gyllenhaal in a Persian role. Same thing happened with Ghost in the Shell. They had Scarlett Johansson.
I don't care how much brown you put on that man, it didn't work.
Exactly. So also when you do that with Ghost in the Shell, where the character is supposed to be Japanese, and you try and force it to be like, no, she was initially Japanese, but then her birth, it just doesn't work.
I mean, I don't want to highlight one gaming movie that for me I felt like they ruined, and they had so much potential for me was the Warcraft.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! And for heaven's sake, Blizzard makes movies. I don't care what they say. Look at those cutscenes. You can splice those cutscenes into a one seamlessly animated movie and looks brilliant from beginning to end. I mean, we do that with we do that with the StarCraft book cutscenes, StarCraft 2 cutscenes. We do that with the Warcraft 3. You know, Battle for Azeroth. The intro sequence alone is epic enough. You see Sylvanas shooting arrows. The Alliance is busy. Viva Alliance. I know Robert's watching.
I just want to add a note to say that. Look, what I said is not set in stone. There are some characters that have been race swapped or gender swapped or whatever you want to have, and they worked very well. So I think if you treat those characters very well, it can work.
Yeah, but I mean, getting back to that source material thing, like I don't know if any of you guys played Doom. No. Alright, so yeah, like that's the thing. Like the Doom, like the first one with the Rock, and like even the second one, they changed the entire story of Doom, and it was just like the Doom fans who are going to be your main people showing up went there. They were like,
what's happening?
Like they were trying to say like Doom guy has emotions and Doom guy feels sad sometimes. No, Doom guy's whole thing is to bring doom to demons in hell. That's his whole thing. Like he loves ripping people and having himself get ripped up.
And how they changed it became aliens getting injected with some alien Doom.
What they did to Pinky and
I think I just have two things to say. One is I think they also ruined G.I. Joe. By taking out the character of Duke, who was like the main guy, and just making Roadblock cast by The Rock as like a big deal. But Roadblock I don't think was ever a big deal like that. He was famous, but I don't think it was a big deal like that.
I think they were reaching that one,
I also think it's just part of Hollywood celebrity ego. I think that's what they came in. So whoever wants to make a live adaptation of a game, I think the first thing you must do, find no-name actors. Find no-name actors. I mean, it worked with Lord of the Rings. The only most famous person at that time was like what? Ian McKellen, I think. Everyone else was sort of below the radar. And then people could have to focus on the character rather than, it's so acting at this. So now people thought The Rock acting as this character in a G.I. Joe movie next to Bruce Willis is gonna bring numbers, guys. Let's do this. Instead of thinking, no, the story should immerse people to the point where everybody's gonna say, no, I'm gonna watch this movie again.
The box office label smacked it down.
I just want to say the second thing is, and I'm not familiar with the law or anything like that, but I do know there are a lot of fans of this property.
Yeah.
What would the God of War movie look like in your eyes?
It kind of depends, because if they want to go for the OG God of War, that's a lot to get into.
Ragnarok,
Because
I think.
I think maybe they'd have to go from the PlayStation 4 era, because if you go back to the, I mean, personally, I think you have to have back to both eras, because the thing about Kratos as a character is that the only reason you like him is because the gods are worse.
Yes.
If you take him in isolation, and it's amazing PlayStation actually did this.
Yeah.
Like in the roster of PlayStation characters, Kratos is objectively like a villain.
Okay.
But he's there next to like Abo, Drake from Uncharted.
It's the lesser of two evils.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, let's
In the original, he was absolutely.
like he killed people for no reason. Like there was this one bra, right? He's in the stomach of a kraken or something, and he has a key that Kratos needs. So Kratos lifts the guy up, and he's like, "Yeah," and this guy's like, "Oh, I'm saved." And Kratos is like, "No, I just need this key. Bye."
So Kratos was absolutely the problem in those things. That movie was catharsis for people that wanted to just vent and beat everything up. So that'll be difficult. But when it comes to dead Kratos,
Boy.
boy, read it, boy, do this. Boy. That movie will be. If they do it right, we must almost turn into a therapy session between fathers and sons, because it will be like, because everybody sees that movie is like, damn, hug your son. He's grieving his mom.
Yeah. Okay.
At the same time, I know you lost a wife. He lost his mom.
But do you think it would work?
It can,
It could
especially
with a lot
with a
of effort.
PlayStation 4, because they take like PlayStation 4 games. A lot of those games right now, and
Are very
it's been a complaint sometimes for a couple of gamers in the circles that I run in, at least, where they feel like every game right now is trying to be a movie, and like that works for certain things. Like Spider-Man is also very cinematic if you look at it, but sometimes they'll take that approach to be more cartoony or whatever, and like sometimes it feels like we're trying to package these things for cinema versus for gamers. And I think if you look at the way they've designed Mortal Kombat now, if you look at Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 1, I guess that's what we call it now, there's like a big departure from like the gamey proportions and characters to now it's like more realistic. It's like an actor you could see type thing.
Right.
So that's kind of the thing that they're aiming for.
Okay.
And then if you look at something like Street Fighter has kept ridiculous proportions, cartoony. They're aiming for those big bulky things, which makes it hard to translate that in live action type thing.
Because when we saw the cast, the rough group, we're like, who are these?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But just to get to my point, though, is like what I'm trying to say is that because of the way God of War is set up, cinematically, it like kind of follow that pattern from Jump, and then focus up on like the characters and all of those things. And I would also say like try and make some more characters a little bit more menacing than the games did. But overall, that's why it could work in a live action setting. Whereas like Street Fighter, that's really hard to translate because it's made for the game. You're there for the game. You're not really there for the story type thing. Like as of now, look, Street Fighter fans, you know, Street Fighter 6, there's nothing going on there story-wise. Come on, guys.
I think there's only one decent Street Fighter movie, and it was not even that huge. But
Wait, live action or animation?
live action.
Okay, because animation, they killed it.
Okay.
They've been killing it.
I'm not talking about the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia. Look, I have to shout out to Raul Julia. Raul Julia killed it because he was sick, and he knew that his days are numbered, but he still performed very well for his children. For my own. Yeah, so shout out to him for that. And The Legend of Chun-Li was also horrible. I know they got one of the hottest women on the planet, Kristen Krug, but it just didn't work. The one that I'm talking about is about Akuma, Ryu, and Ken. And it actually talks about the law and Goken and Goku.
Oh, no, you're talking about Street Fighter's Assassin's Fist.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
That was really good.
No, it wasn't a movie though. Like originally it was a series. And then they condensed it into a movie. And then shout out to Joey Ansar. He was the guy who kind of created. No, not Ken. He was Akuma. He's the guy who kind of like made the whole series, got everybody casted, got Mike Moe and all of that stuff. Shout out to Mike Moe as well.
But I do know that the guy who plays Ken was also involved in the production and everything.
Oh yes he was. I'm blanking on his name now, but I follow him on Facebook. No, because what they did is also they took the lore of the whole entire thing.
Yes, and
they
they respected the source
and
material.
they weave all of that stuff into the lore as well, because you get to see like the genesis of Goken.
Yes.
You get to see Gotetsu as the master, and you get to see that Gotetsu had problems as well in the way that he was training Goken and Goku.
Yes.
Because you get to see Gotetsu, he mastered Satsui no Hado. I'm nerding out right now.
Yes, that's what MZASI NERDS is about.
Yes, so he mastered Satsui no Hado to the point where he didn't overtake him, but then he used to hide the sacred text, and he didn't explain to Goken or Goki why you stay away from immersing yourself completely in the Satsui no Hado, because it will change you forever.
Yes.
And then after that, then we got the genesis of Akuma.
Yes.
Well, I mean, in Japan he's known as Goki.
Yes.
In the West he's known as Akuma.
Yes.
I prefer Akuma because Akuma just
Because it means demon, right?
yeah, and also raging demon.
Yes.
Instant hell murder.
Yes.
Anyways.
Versus Goki.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Akuma is more closely the devil, but anyway,
Semantics.
Yeah.
semantics.
Yeah, but anyway, point being is like, yeah, with Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, and shame, I read some of it up on the story. Apparently Joey couldn't get like some of the people on board at Capcom.
Yes.
Don't quote me on all of this, like do your own research, but this is what I researched. So yeah, he couldn't get all of the people on board. And then also like the rights were bought up, and now they're like kind of in limbo.
Okay.
That's
Because I
why
think they wanted to run
they
a
wanted to
sequel.
do they wanted to do the World Warrior Tournament.
Yes.
Basically, that's where Ken goes to lead his company,
Yes.
and Ryu starts traveling the world,
Yes.
and he fights Sagat and
Yes.
and all of those things.
Yes.
So they wanted to do some of that stuff. But yeah, I definitely Assassin's Fist. If you ever want to adapt anything, especially from a game, if you follow that formula, I promise you will win every time. Because if they put that in a movie, I would have been in the theater day one. I promise you. Oh my gosh. Because they did the Shoryukens, they
Yeah.
did the
Hadoukens,
Hadoukens, and like their budget was like minuscule. I think it was like what, $2 million?
But it worked.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like $2 million, and they did some of the explosions like practically and all of that stuff. Like actors were talking in interviews like how they had to get out the way. Like it was a Michael Bay production.
Fun fact: the actor who actually played Ryu in that movie,
Mike Moe, yeah.
Mike Moe, he also played Bruce Lee in Once Upon a Time in the West with Quentin Tarantino.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. My apologies. Thank you so much for that.
Look at the fact finding there.
One last question to you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think a Grand Theft Auto would work as a movie?
In my personal opinion, no.
Okay.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, no. I think some games need to be a fantasy,
Okay.
and then once you put them into reality, it becomes too real.
Do you think even if they made it a POV type movie, it wouldn't work?
What do you mean by POV type
If
movie?
you're talking like hardcore Henry, I still think it's like, because the thing is with GTA, it covers like a lot of things.
Exactly.
And like some of those things also get really uncomfortable because if you look at the way GTA players play sometimes you're swinging on regular civilians that are just walking to the mall, innocent people, and you know, like a lot of things that people like to do in GTA is they love to
Chaos.
like especially
hijack cars.
not even just hijack cars. It's like get that police number up so that you can fight the police and all of that stuff.
So
now
he's in the fantasy there.
yeah, so now if it becomes real, now you're just like,
Bad influence.
I mean, it's
no, I mean,
better
I don't
than
believe in that.
fantasy.
I don't believe in video games being an influence because I think you're influenced by the way you grow up and you're influenced by the way your parents or like your community shapes you. Definitely. So I just think that
not the game, the movie.
No.
It influenced people.
I fight back against that because I don't believe that you're like you gotta understand you make choices.
100%.
Like as a person you make choices. Like your life is your own. So any choice you make, you can't point to somebody else and be like, this thing made me do this. No, that's the thing you saw and you decided to do.
Copy it. Yeah,
And
you
you
duplicate
decided
that.
to
You're right. I think just to add on to what you're saying, we do see cops hijacking cars all the time. Even music videos, we do see a lot of some things that maybe are not accepted by society.
I was watching my time when they mentioned the GTA rules, like But we already have Bad Boys 1 and 2.
Exactly.
Actually.
Bad boys.
Yeah.
Bad boys.
And then I just wanted to tap into a tangent a bit and come back to Rage. Have you seen the exceptional artwork that is exhibit? That needs to be represented. I think in South Africa there's a lot of talent in animation and art-wise, and I hope companies see that potential and put funding into it. I don't know if you guys know, are there any local animation houses in South Africa?
We've got Triggerfish, obviously.
Yes.
That's the big
Can
one.
you mention some of the stuff that they did?
Geez, I'm blanking
Kumba,
now.
I think Kumba,
Kumba was
with the
one of
zebra.
them. SEAL Team 6, they
Yeah.
also did SEAL Team
And
6.
how's the stuff? How's the stuff?
It's
Oh,
really
it's
good.
like Pixar level.
Really?
Level, obviously, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they also got Samuel L. Jackson to voice one of the characters.
Wow.
Yeah, and not just him, some American voice actors
as well.
Yeah.
Well, Triggerfish is one of them. There are quite a number of
Okay.
but Triggerfish-
So that's something to research on my end as well.
Yeah. I'm blanking on some other ones right now also. But I know that Bill Masuku, Captain South Africa, he was also working on an animation as well for Captain South Africa.
Nice.
Yes, he debuted it at a Comic-Con or something like that.
There's also People Buy Studios.
Yes, I know that. Yes.
And
I know
I just
that.
want to mention my friend. You guys, you are familiar with him as well.
Yeah.
Street Carnival.
Yeah.
So he does the one day show. He's a one-man team, but he also has other people to voice act some of the stuff.
Yes.
Also, I just want to
If you've
mention.
ever wanted to see Rick and Morty in MZASI, go watch One Day.
Yes.
The other thing I just want to mention is Rams Comics.
Yes.
They also do Nokuma Shaba.
Yes.
Kids. The Moyani and all of those.
Those are funny.
Malume Dons.
Yeah.
And to make it even more interesting, they do voice acting in Vernac.
Yes.
So you can hear people speaking in Pedi
Yes.
or any other language. Also, they provide subtitles. So I'm glad that there are a lot of young people doing these things themselves instead of just waiting for funding.
and
They're
stuff.
giving you proof of concept.
Yes, and then you
that
can
is
invest
incredible.
from there.
Yeah. And again, also just a shout out again to the local gaming scene as well, because
Yes.
we also got people like Rich Portal, who are also making local games out there. You know, this Pineapple Studios also making games out there. I'm not sure if they're here in Rage. I did want to look around and see some stands and all of that stuff. But yeah, just in the local animation studios. Yes, Manyasa Studios. Shout out to Manyasa Studios. Wait, I don't know if we're supposed to, censor that. I'm not sure.
It's the name of the
No, it's the name of
company.
the
So
company.
I know, but yeah, it comes in strong.
No, but I mean, also there was a dance move called the Manyisa. So.
Oh,
True.
okay.
And then when it comes to your Rage experience, I know I'm going to be a bit of a Debbie Downer, but is there anything you want to see more of at Rage, or anything they can improve on as well?
Right now, I think I'd have to go through the entire event. I'm not really sure because, again, not to say that I've been critical of Rage, but I've been underwhelmed with Rage for the times I've attended. I haven't attended every Rage because I think my first Rage was in 2016. And it just kind of felt like it was more of a tech demo place for me the first time I came around. Like I was just walking around just to see a bunch of, stuff I couldn't afford, obviously. So, but. Just in general, it just felt like it was a lot of people showing off a lot of tech, and not even like a lot of gaming. Like they weren't even showing like a lot of local developed games and stuff.
And do you think this year is different from then?
This event, the layout, the fact that they brought it in a circular type
motion,
as well, and all of that stuff, and the way that all the stands are set up, it just shows that they've gone from strength to strength.
And there's effort into it, and planning and structure,
and all of that stuff, and like the way that they've even position some of the artist alley stuff so that people are walking through the artist alley to see all of that art and all of that stuff. I really think that they stepped it up so much that for me to try and find something right now, I'm struggling.
I just want to say something.
Oh, no, wait, I got one thing. Can we please do something about the heat and the bathrooms? Please.
I just want to say, I have mentioned that it's my first time. But I think one of the things that Americans and every other place does very well is live streaming. And the fact that Space TM is doing something like this right now, I don't think I've seen that. So if we can have more facilities like this where you actually hear people talking about gaming live.
And if you make it interactive, that people can come and
So shout out to Space TM. I think this is probably the first thing that has ever been done like this. I don't know.
I think so.
I could be wrong.
To my knowledge, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
So
shout out
I've
to
been
them.
hosting.
Shout out.
I've been hosting at events for a while now. If you check out YouTube, Mastermind Media, shameless plug.
I'm saying.
Yeah, so I've been hosting these things for a while, and I've never seen a setup like this before.
Exactly. So I just wanted to say that if we can have more of these
Yes.
at a rate,
Yes.
where people can also see gaming live from South Africans
100%.
and to get a taste of what we have to say.
And I think it builds and grows the community as well.
100%.
100%.
Anything you're seeing like from that you'd be like we can change? I mean, outside of obviously the heat, because it's a lot of time.
Is it time?
Oh, are we? Oh,
No, we've got an hour.
about an hour.
We've got an hour.
Oh, okay.
You mentioned time, so
Yeah.
Guys, look, this is the first time we've ever been in a setup like this.
Yeah.
Usually we just talk until we're tired and we're like, see you next week, dog.
Yeah, and despite that, I mean, some of the things we do on our channels is crazy. Like someone would be chowing,
Yeah.
Zuko would be topless because it's too hot.
So actually, let me ask you that then. How is the experience from being on your Zoom comfortable environment to something more out in the open? Do you think this is something you would like to continue?
I have to wear pants more often.
I mean, this is our second time doing something.
Second time,
Wear
huh?
pants.
I'm a shh.
Look, I think the good thing about a setup like this is
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about internet connection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that really messes us up.
Yeah.
Backmeister or developer would say something very profound and then they would just have a glitch.
Oh.
So the technical
Sometimes we say
difficulties-
something stupid, but anyway.
The technical difficulties are very challenging.
Yeah.
But something like this is quite interesting because a lot of people would like to see us interact more often.
100%.
Yeah, instead of just seeing us on our screen.
And one thing that would be nice to have a live audience, and as we are communicating and giving our opinions, to get some feedback from the
Q&A,
people as well, Q&A
yeah.
and feedback, so we can actually be engaged and actually talk to the people. So we have more of a discussion than us just giving our
Asking
opinions.
questions.
Yeah,
You guys
you guys can swear at us in real time.
What is the
comment
name?
section.
Who was? There's always that person in the James who had podcast.
Yeah.
There's Elliot. I
Yeah.
know Elliot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elliot and the
other guy.
the dreads.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that
Yeah.
names now. Forgive me.
Yeah.
I know.
I just have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you
I just wanted to. There's always somebody who's got something that's happening on the stream that can be able to say,
Yes.
so and so is this and
Yes.
this, and
then
that would be a
engage.
nice addition
Yes.
to our work going forward. And that it
Yeah.
can only happen when you've got something like this
In the future, very soon, 2026.
soon and very
No,
soon.
hey,
2026
look,
we're coming in.
Seeing how Space.tm is treating us right now,
Yeah.
how well they're treating us right now,
Yeah.
maybe in the future,
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey,
Maybe.
you
Never say
know,
never.
Never
you
say
know,
I just wanted to ask you guys something. This is music related, but still game related.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we do know a lot of common sounds, a lot of popular sounds, like tulu, tulu, tulu. You
Yeah.
know it's Mario,
Yeah.
right? Or whatever that it is that you. Are there any sounds that you guys love from the gaming community from specific games? I'll give you an example. I like Street Fighter sounds.
Okay.
Like when it's
Okay.
I know it's Ryu. for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
Iger, I know it's
No.
I know
You
it's
know what my favorite one is?
Yeah.
Boga! Exactly. I mean, we used to butcher all those things all the time.
Yeah.
Last time, we used to say Aluket, but it's actually Hadouken.
Yeah, I remember.
Bomba Fire is actually Yoga Flame.
So I'm not sure if we're gonna do it properly, right? Because I'm a big Clash of Clans fan, right?
Yeah,
and then do you know the intro to Clash of Clans?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that sound? I don't know if you can
I
replay
don't know if
it.
that's what's
I'm struggling.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
Yeah.
But if there's a sound that really gets me going, it's that sound. Yeah, I'm saying.
I know FIFA fans would probably love that.
EA Sports. It's in the game. Yes.
Oh, it's in the microtransactions now. Anyway, for me, dog, obviously.
What's that?
Mortal Kombat. That time you're supposed to be killing each other.
I know where your loyalties lie now.
But yeah, also I love Street Fighter, man.
Yeah.
So you can, like, bro.
Shoryuken.
Oh,
And, you
yes.
know, and sometimes you know you be in the mirror like, next. Shoryuken.
Okay.
All right.
I got two.
Yeah.
All right.
One, I think, maybe I've got three. Actually, I've got three.
Okay.
One is for pure nostalgia value, is the startup sound for the PlayStation 2.
Nostalgia.
And then you have to wait for the black screen.
That sound like
Did you guys?
time to
let me put you, did you guys polish the CD and then put it in the fridge?
No.
We didn't.
Not in the fridge.
We had to put it in the fridge.
Why
For
not?
like a minute.
cool it down.
To cool it down.
Yes.
Then put it in the back to see if it's gonna work. Alright, cool.
Memories.
Me, I used to just put it in and pray to God.
Others,
But you don't know the fridge system, bro.
others will polish it. Yes. And then because there's a specific plastic, because you don't want moisturization to attack, they'll put in the plastic, those silly.
Then you put it.
Then you put it in the fridge to keep the moisture away from the disc.
Oh.
Who taught us these things?
Me, I game with God. I don't know what you got from me.
Okay, that's number one.
Yeah.
Number
I just want to say that sound has been replaced by the Netflix sound.
Oh, look at them. Yeah, that's true.
No, bring back sounds.
no,
PlayStation, come on.
bring back that PlayStation sound. Is it the Netflix sound has been ruined because of the term Netflix and chill? So much so that the
Okay, wait. Not in our regular setup.
Kai, what's your next one?
my next one, because we're talking about it now, it's been playing in my head this entire time.
Yeah.
Dun 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 from
What's that?
from
Game that I just thought of. Remember Contra?
I've heard about Contra.
You never played Contra?
I don't think I've ever played
Contra had some interesting soundtracks, man. Like I can't just imitate them now, but I think that's another honorable mention when it comes to soundtracks.
I mean, even Pac-Man, you can
Even
when you hear
Pac-Man.
the Pac-Man sound,
Even
you know
Pac-Man.
it's Pac-Man.
Yeah, even Pac-Man.
the other one, the one I think that's definitely my favorite would be the Game Boy Fire Red intro for the Pokemon.
Because I think they added that sound even in the anime.
That's when you hear that sound in the game, so you know for the next 23 hours you are now disconnected from the rest of the universe.
You know what this conversation is making me realize?
Yeah.
We don't give enough credit to whoever is doing sound imaging for the games.
Oh, no.
And yes. So shout out to your guys. Shout out to your guys.
Okay,
You
wait.
live in our memories.
I need to take it back. We can remove Kratos. No, the one that has to take number one. I forgot. Anything from Final Fantasy 7. Sephiroth. Is lost, is lost, is our Sephiroth. Yes, that
The one character that has pretty privilege, he can stab how many people, and people go, no, Sephiroth did nothing wrong.
Yes, I mean, I still haven't forgiven Aerith. I'm still.
I just want to say for me also one of the most iconic sounds in the game. It has to be. Other people call it Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay.
I know there is Marvel vs. Capcom,
it is,
but I'm talking specifically
Capcom versus X-Men.
X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Because those characters are from X-Men Children of the Atom, and then the characters in Street Fighter are from Street Fighter Alpha.
Okay.
So they put them together. Man, the music there.
Yeah. Fire.
Chef's kiss.
Fire.
Chef's kiss.
I got a quick question for you guys.
Sure.
In terms of gaming, right? Do you feel like games are getting easier or getting or do you think like?
Ooh, I like this
that's a
question.
good question.
I like this question. Let me tell you why. Why I have the opinion that I have.
Yeah.
For the past 4 years, gaming has become so competitive, all right, and gaming has become something you can make as your career and as a form of income. So I don't think the games are getting easier. I think people are getting more motivation and incentive to playing them.
Would you say
yeah.
the access of cheat codes is also making things like
I doubt it, man, because now people are logging in 120 hours of gaming time. You know what I mean? So I think the incentive itself of becoming a professional gamer
moved away from the era of cheat codes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you're doing a cheat code thing now, companies got smart and they said
exactly. And the fact that it's an actual profession now, I think is more than incentive enough.
Also,
I mean,
okay,
go ahead.
Yeah. I also have to add, I think somebody mentioned it before in another podcast. If I'm paraphrasing, I'm sorry. But games have become, the reason they became easier is because we've got more access to information.
Oh, true.
Back in the day of our time, where we'd be stuck on a level playing, you had to muscle it out and figure it out. Call your friends. Now you just got Google, and Google will tell you, okay, you need to step left, do this.
That's true.
So all the puzzles and stuff in games have become more and more quote unquote manageable. They don't delay the gaming experience anymore.
And also the checkpoint systems, because if you remember PlayStation 2, when you die, you die. And that's it.
And then you have to go sleep with the game on pause, bro. And then you wake up and continue in the morning.
And also because of memory, remember 8 megabytes? no, it was painful.
Your file has been corrupted.
It was painful to delete. Yeah, because you're like, I put so many hours in this game. Now I have to say goodbye and start again.
But also taking it back to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Back in the day, parents had this mindset that playing games on the TV ruins the TV for some reason.
Yes.
I don't know when they got that science.
The TV needs to rest.
The TV needs to rest. That's what the TV's for.
It must rest.
And I think as you're touching,
it wasn't so much that
the TV's out of shape. The TV needs to hit the gym.
It not so much that the TV needed to rest, it was so much that they needed you to get out of the house for a couple of hours. Because poor thing, imagine, now that you're grown, imagine as your adult self watching your kid stuck in the same seating position for the last 6 hours. You're even wondering, did this person even eat?
Exactly.
So, that's why I'm like, no, stop this thing. You need to go out and do something. Realize you have a body.
while we're still on the tangent of games, what you guys' opinions and thoughts about GTA 6 that's coming out? Especially
Is it coming out?
The rumors, and they've integrated AI and stuff like that.
I feel like I'm going to be 50 when that thing drops.
Yeah, and did you see the size of it already? People are complaining about the size of the file itself.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it dropping?
I'm not too sure.
All I hear about is delays.
Really?
No, I'm sorry. Whoever's complaining about the size, look at me. You've been complaining about GTA 6 since 10?
Yeah.
I don't know. Then every time, the top comments you find in every single TikTok when anything happens is, this happened before GTA 6, that happened before GTA 6. You're getting what you wanted. You're going to get the entire universe and you're going to be satisfied for the next 25 years, alright?
So what would this require for you to actually play it? A great graphics card?
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be able for you to play it on PS4. So I think you need 5 or maybe even upper than 5.
Okay.
Yeah, or unless you upgrade your memory and your graphics card.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
So people are talking about it being a cost-effective or a way of making more revenue, I guess.
Hey, but let's not do Cyberpunk 2077 again. Okay,
What happened?
so just to give you a little bit of a backstory, so they rushed the development of Cyberpunk 2077 on launch. It was terrible. And it got to the point where even some of the devs were getting death threats. You guys suck that do that. Don't be giving these devs death threats just because the game didn't come out the way you want. Grow up. Okay. But anyway,
that being said, I'm still giving the side eye to the developers for Total War Rome 2.
Yeah.
You all lied to us. You see, there's a difference between them being rushed to the developer and everything. The ad for that game showed the most spectacular thing, close-up camera details, close action combat sequences in Rome Total War. We thought Rome Total War has been evolved to this beautiful Rome 2. When the game came out, the faces were disjointed, the characters looked like this, and
But anyway, just getting back to what we were saying though. Yeah. So the whole thing with Cyberpunk 2077, it was just bad. So with GTA 6, my question to anybody who's wanting this game, like you're going to get it when it drops.
Yeah.
Like let's not play that game. Like let's say GTA 6 is supposed to drop in 2032. Are you not going?
You know what? At this point, they should just come out with Dr. Dre's Detox out there.
Yeah.
No, it should come out the same way as when they launched the next Rick and Morty. Somebody should just say the tweet. Should I drop it now? And then,
And then here's an interesting question as well. I'm not too sure if you guys are caught up on One Punch Man. And did you see the studio? Did you see the studio and how they boycotted the studio for poor animation?
And funny enough, I'm not quite sure. I could be wrong. Is JC Stuff the one that did?
Is it? Yeah, I think so, man.
JC Stuff is actually a reputable animation
Yeah, exactly.
studio.
I think that's entitled to rushing things.
Right, so
When you rush things.
I think,
one is rushing things,
Well, yeah.
and I think two is also putting too much on a plate.
Okay.
Because you
So-
can have so many years, but if you've got like 20,000 projects,
Yeah.
one is going to
Something is going to crack somewhere.
Yeah.
All
So I
right.
mean, just getting back to the GTA 6 conversation, it's just when they drop it, they drop it. Like if you're mad, sure, fine, but like there are other games out there to play. There are other things to do. Like that's the thing as a person who consumes a lot of content, gaming wise, anime wise. When the thing that I like is not performing to the standard that I want, I can go somewhere else and come back later. Especially if I love that thing. That's why even with JC stuff, I would have told them, we'll see One Punch Man in 10 years if it means we get a good One Punch Man. It's fine. So I think, with GTA 6, you guys talk about it so much, there is no way you're not getting it when it drops. There's just
But I feel
no
like
way.
at this point, the problem with waiting for something for so long is when it comes out, you won't be happy with it.
100%.
Because there will be something you're going to
yeah.
complain about.
I fear that with Black Clover. We've been waiting for so long that when it comes out, the hype won't match the quality you're getting.
That's when you test if you're a real fan or not about this thing. Because sometimes it's not about hype. Sometimes it's just about the content.
True.
I think sometimes anticipation, they do say anticipation does heighten the delight, but sometimes it does hurt it.
Yes.
Because it's when you've been hyping up something and you have, for lack of a better word, performance anxiety, it always falls flat.
Yeah.
Because you definitely get in your own way because you've been waiting. Everybody has been expecting this.
Expectations are high.
The expectations are high, but if there's anyone who can get it right, it's the guys who made GTA. I mean,
100%.
I just have another question for you guys.
Yeah.
Have you guys played any Batman-related game, and what was your experience?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I've watched people.
The Arkham franchise. That
There's a
was
fire.
the game. Oh, dude! If you ever want to feel like Batman,
Yeah.
you ever want to feel like Batman?
Play the game.
All of them, from Arkham Asylum to Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Like sometimes story-wise they fall off to the left, but gameplay-wise,
Fantastic.
I even played Batman Begins, the video game. That was actually my first Batman game ever.
What happened to Assassin's Creed? No, not Assassin's Creed. Is it Assassin's Creed?
It is.
The one with the the one with the red tie and the black with the bald guy.
Oh, that's Hitman.
Hitman. What happened to Hitman? I think that was a good movie. That was a good game. I mean. The game. Yeah, 'cause-
Just to finish up on the Batman question, I've played almost every Batman game that I can get my hands on, especially if we're talking new gen or whatever, from Injustice and all of those things. Like story-wise, we can talk, but gameplay-wise, the Arkham games have just been top tier, especially if you want to feel like Batman.
Are they better than Spider-Man?
It gets tricky because the thing is with Batman, right? Spider-Man, like you feel better with traversal. Batman, in my opinion, you feel better with combat because Batman has more options combat-wise than Spider-Man. So when you're doing the free flow, they call it the free flow system. It fits Spider-Man really well, but with Batman you get to do like cape stuns, you get to drop like a bunch of gadgets mid-combo. Spider-Man, they kind of keep the combos basic, and they focus on like the traversal. So when you're swinging through the city, you feel like Spider-Man. When you're fighting, you do feel like Spider-Man, but you don't feel like like, because I came from the PlayStation 2 era of Spider-Man, especially like the Raimi adaptation of the games.
Yeah.
Even from Spider-Man 1 to Spider-Man 3, they used to do like these really cool combination things, and then they sort of simplified things for like the new gen. When you get to like Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man, sorry, or when you get to like the recent Spider-Man game for the PlayStation 4, they simplify a lot of the combat. Okay. So combat-wise, I give it to Batman. Traversal-wise, I give it to Spider-Man.
Okay.
One last question from my side. I know I'm asking a lot of
Yeah,
questions.
no, we love it, man. We love it.
But what's your guys' take on WWE as a brand and from the gaming side?
To be honest with you, I never liked WWE as the game. I like EFC better. I don't know if it's because of the play style, or maybe it's because I'm just not a fan of wrestling. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think.
As a fan of wrestling, I think the thing is though is that they kind of did the and I know this is going to be blasphemy to FIFA fans. I'm so.
What are you gonna say? What was you trying to say, bro? I'm coming for you, bro.
Look at Gary Wade.
I'm ready, bro. Papanka is about to be activated.
Alexa, play a hero force from.
No. You were my brother, Gary. Anyway, no. What I'm trying to say is that they kept on going way more realistic in terms of the physics, in terms of the character movements, and all of those things. And then it kind of felt like you were playing simulators.
That's what you're bringing the FIFA thing be.
What I'm trying to say is like when it comes to wrestling, right? With the older games, because some of the physics used to be wacky and all of that stuff, it felt like you were kind of playing like superhuman type of thing. You know? It kind of felt like you were doing like a little bit fantastical things.
Okay, true.
And because you gotta understand when you're watching WWE, these guys are like the greatest stuntmen or some of the greatest stuntmen ever. So they're doing
No offense, because I know there's a whole thing about.
It's a very touchy subject.
We don't mean to offend anyone.
Yeah, it's a very touchy subject.
Just say. He's just being technical about what he's saying.
The views expressed. The disclaimer somewhere.
Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is like with those games, they started getting very realistic and all of those
I totally
things.
agree.
And I think that kind of takes away.
They did the same with FIFA.
That takes away from the gaming element of it all. Because you gotta understand, so when you're playing a game, I mean, I would even take this sometimes too when we get to the like even with GTA, sometimes they be putting tasks in there and you're just like, dog, I feel like I'm working. I'm not playing a game.
True.
Like now I have to cut eggs and I have to flesh and I have to cook for my son.
Takes away the gaming
It's
element.
like, dog, am I gaming now or am I living my life?
100%.
Like,
So you think they're slowly doing that so that people can be more accustomed to virtual reality, meta?
I think so.
Possibly.
Fun fact, I was reading an article, and then Meta is trying to come up with a game that incorporates a virtual reality, something similar to what Ready Player One was.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's an immersive world, and it encourages world building. So
you can have your own house and
and you can actually create versions of the game in the game. So it's going to be interesting.
Sounds like Sword Art Online.
I'm good. Like imagine I'm walking down the street and there's Akuma.
You know what I find
Wouldn't you want a game like Ready Player One? Because I'm a big fan of the movie. I would love something like that. Even the VAR, the virtual reality, I'm someone who's for it.
No, but like virtual reality, the thing is also, dog, it's terrifying sometimes. You know what I mean?
is.
Like imagine if you're playing like Five Nights at Freddy's
Yeah.
virtual reality,
Yeah.
and there comes this big chomping thing at the bit, and now you as a person, you're supposed to be composed.
Yeah.
Now your pants are a different color.
No, sorry, I know you want to say something,
Yeah.
but I just want to say this before we get to him. I think going back to what Tebelo said earlier about not getting out of the house.
Yeah.
What if your virtual reality life is better than your actual life? What then?
Ooh, I think that's what being an adult and being a human being is. You know what I mean? As a
basically
creator.
that's the plot for
Sword Art Online, Dr. Hex sign.
not I was about to go for something even darker like Overlord.
You get trapped in the game.
You get trapped in the game, but that's the least. The purpose of the game is an escape. Games
True.
are an escape. That
True.
is true.
True.
And no matter how hard they try to argue against it, a healthy people with or communities with a healthy gaming community have proven they are less prone to violence. They are able to apply emotional intelligence in situations far more effectively. The conflict resolution is improved because there's an outlet, there's a healthy outlet that they can rely on.
There's a sense of community.
Yeah,
And
so
the sense of community, true.
So that is but anything in anything in excess is a danger. No matter how hard they try and paint it in different colors and commercialize it. And my concern is one, you'll never be able to compete with my level of imagination. So no matter how immersive this world is, it's not gonna compare to the things that I can think up on the fly. Maybe because I'm a creative person, but still, that's my biggest issue. Like I can't substitute the real thing for your 30 seconds basically.
I think we're going into an exciting time, man. I'm ready and waiting for the pain receptors and the gyros. Yeah, I'm for it because I want to live in the game.
That's the thing.
That's one of the people that I am. I mean, that's why you have the racing sims, right? Because you want to live as close as it to reality as possible.
So you want them to put you in a virtual reality thing, and then when it like spins.
Yes, I mean look at how 4D movies function so much better than 2D and 3D movies. They want to be immersed into.
Yeah, but like you really want to watch a movie where there's a bra and like when he yells he's spitting, and then there's something in the floor that's
obviously
at you
in moderation. In moderation. I mean, like look at your joystick. When you hit the crossbar, there's a form of feedback and vibration.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
So
get that,
if I'm shot on the chest, I want to feel some form of vibration on the chest. I think it encapsulates the gaming experience, especially for me.
Like I'm just saying, like imagine you're playing Mortal Kombat VR, and now the guy you have to fight is Barack.
Yeah.
And that guy hasn't brushed his teeth.
Obviously, that is a bit far-fetched. I'm talking about
washed in 2 days. He just ate somebody's brain.
The question I always have to ask in that situation is how far is too far?
Yes.
That's
in moderation.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Anything as exciting as it sounds like, there will always be a breaking point.
Yes.
And as long as there's an ethics committee of sorts,
100%.
But how many of these things go unregulated, and how many companies thrive on trying to subvert?
That's a conversation for another day.
That's where lawsuits come.
That's a conversation.
That's a problem.
Like I'm just thinking about it. What if I'm Batman? I have to fight Killer Croc in the sewer, and now they're like, we're gonna 4D this sewer, so you're gonna be smelling everybody's business.
I don't think it'll get as crazy as that.
But you know what? I think I get where Gary's coming from.
Feedback only, yeah.
I mean, there's people that are skating and they're actually breaking the bones
yes,
in life.
Yes.
Compared to that.
And I think that's why the Nintendo and the Wii were so hot at their time.
Yes.
Because it took a sport and then it made it as physical active, and you were active, you were actually swinging, and you were actually, I think that is an element we need in gaming. And it has perspective as well.
Yeah, that I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Virtual reality and me, I'm like, dog, I need
I think that's where we're going, slowly but surely.
The rubber way or the side way would be that it's actually relatively safer than the real thing.
Yes.
And that's what made it more attractive, because you didn't go roller skating.
Yes.
I mean, imagine if they made a VR version of FIFA. I mean, the next thing is like, go outside and play that.
True.
And now you so what's the point?
But I can't bend it like Beckham.
I'm just saying, that's the point. That's what makes it a game.
Yeah.
The fact that there's a degree of separation from you're actively choosing to immerse yourself in this particular universe or game or anything like that. Now imagine imagine if they use the same level of immersion and you're playing something. You're playing a strategy game, and you decided to launch a nuclear strike on a city, on a particular city or a particular place. Because that happens in my favorite games. I've nuked places plenty of time in that game, and the only thing that makes me
I was about to warn you.
only thing that made me shout out to sparkling water, I guess.
I thought it was regular.
I thought you saw when I opened mine.
Yeah, mine.
Yeah. And I was about to warn you before you
It's
opened.
called baptism. It's okay. And don't worry. It's water. As my parents say, it's water. It's not blood. So it's not the end of the world.
100%.
So
I have a question for you guys. Sorry, did you finish your thought?
I was just saying, if you are in an immersive world like that, now you play a game, and yes, you do get feedback. You get a nuke to the face, or you in the simulation kill 80 to 100,000 people because you blew up the city, and you get to experience this, and you see the smells and everything. it's going. That's where we'll start crossing the threshold where people are going to get desensitized to mass murder and stuff like that. I know the arguments against it and stuff, but at that quantity, in that level of immersion, and you're gonna tell me I'm gonna bring a sword and you're gonna stab someone in the face, and then you can actually feel the bone as it jackets through the blade and it's going through.
That's dark.
There are very dark games out there.
Anyway,
And
like
Mortal Kombat itself is dark.
Yeah, but I'm saying anything dark is not the word. Like that stuff sometimes is silly. Like, bro,
Ripping people's hearts out?
no, but I'm just saying sometimes it's like the guy's dead already. What are you still doing?
Yeah.
He's already
Okay.
dead.
I'm talking about a finish him moment.
No,
He's
yeah, I'm
busy,
saying
he's not
the
dead.
thing, no, I'm saying say finish him, and then they do the finisher, and then it's like, no, I gotta take off this guy's head, and I gotta split it. It's like, you're already done, chick. What are we doing here? So anyway, but my point being in general is just to say that anything in balance, and I don't think that I'm saying personally for me, I'm not a VR guy, but as long as they balance the VR and as long as they regulate the VR and as long as they don't, don't make it such that people get heart attacks now when people are actually dying from games from shock or whatever. Because I mean, imagine you playing Bioshock Infinite or you playing those types of things, or you playing Dead Space,
And people who are sensitive to light.
Exactly. Now that's problematic as well. That's problematic.
So that's the
I
type of
think
thing
the
that they
only
gotta
game
watch.
I would enjoy having a VR immersive experience would be the OG Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
Because time to then like I summon my blue eyes white dragon, it blows down, I see my life points going down. Oh god, I feel something. It feels weird. Like it's a shadow game. Maybe I might be interested in that because it seems kind of fun. Like imagine if they summon the Egyptian gods now.
I just want to send a shout out to Smilo, our friend here, Smilo. Shout out to you.
Smilo,
He's
Even though
a
you can hear us, shout out Smilo.
Kasi Esports. I guess you could say
Well, we'll be talking to him later.
and shout out to Afro Geek as well.
Yeah, shout out to Afrogeek.
Shout out to TQ. Shout out to everybody over
We're
there.
gonna end up shouting up to everybody, and I just wanted to.
I just want to send another shout out to my to my mom.
Shout out Mamsi.
I just wanted before it's a slight segue, but I needed to highlight one very important thing that's happening here.
Yeah.
That there's also we have a NAG land that's been going on, and it's been a staple for every raid since the beginning.
Yeah.
And the thing about NAG lands is that people thought the NAG community died out with the introduction to online gaming and stuff like that, and the internet quality has improved. Yes, it made lands near obsolete, but it's never gonna replace the real thing because ping is a thing, kids. So because of that, I just wanted to highlight: have you guys ever been to a LAN before? Have you experienced LAN games?
No. I've played LAN at home, like just two people, me and my brother type thing.
Yeah?
Because that's the gaming stuff that I know.
Okay.
But I've never actually been like in a LAN
Environment situation going on.
that type of I've never been. And like what I'm hearing is like, 73. I'm like 3 days of gaming.
Yes,
I don't know if I'm that dedicated.
That doesn't. Unless maybe the game is as immersive that you would be literally in there. Maybe because we don't know what they're playing. Maybe we don't understand the experience itself.
But I'm sure they are taking breaks here and there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, hey, please, guys, your health is important.
100%.
Please.
And remember, you had a
guys.
question.
Yeah.
Question. Yeah.
Sorry, please.
I was just saying, guys, your personal health is important, and personal hygiene is also important, guys. Make sure you smell decent.
Deodorize.
You don't want to be smelling like mac and cheese now.
I've experienced lands, but there was a time we don't know this. Back in the heyday, in Menlyn Park, there was what's the name of the street?
Galaxy.
That was the arcades.
Yeah.
Then not music, Top CD. Top CD second, there was a land session at the second floor where you could book, and it used to be $15 an hour. Imagine how much money you saved when you spent 3 hours and it was only $45. You used to go there and land all the time, and that's why I got into the land community as growing up, because that's where I played. And I didn't even play games I was particularly good at.
I guess you could say you're in line distribution.
Land distribution, yeah.
I see what you
See what you did there.
Zuko,
For the first time.
calm down. Wherever you are.
Shout out to Zuko one time, man. Shout out to
Okay,
Zuko one time.
so wanted to say that there are games we used to play, Counter-Strike,
Yeah.
which became
Counter-Strike.
which
Yo.
was basically the blueprint for every shooter game that you know and love today. The teams that used to go and
Do you know
cheat
that they're
each other.
adding, did you know that they're like mods for Dragon Ball Z?
The mod for Dragon Ball Z?
Okay.
While he's busy talking, I just want to say the games I used to play. There was a game, one of the mods I think it was called Special Forces.
Yeah.
It was basically Dragon Ball Z in this immersive universe. You'd fly as Goku, you'd fight other characters, your power level would grow. Once it reached a certain power level, I think it was 1.75.
Yeah.
You'd be granted the ability to transform to Super Saiyan and your power level doubles. It was so much fun. I can understand how you could spend hours upon hours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a time, and the reason I used to say this was such an good investment was whenever we whad to go to Melon Park with my family, they used to know at least 200 rand is gone. Because I'd go to the arcades. When I found the land, and I thought, wait, $15 is an hour. $15 there is not even
2 or 3 games.
Suddenly, like, no, 50 rand is okay, mom, it's okay, bye.
All right, makes sense.
So, I'm just bringing up memories of how the land
Can
community
you
is a very
can you
important
explain why they
aspect.
never allowed us to aim in Counter-Strike? That was one of the most frustrating things. Yo,
Did you play Counter-Strike?
yo.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
we are
what
going into some serious
Same,
PC
man.
gaming mode right
Yo,
now.
No, it's fine. I mean, we're
Guys,
learning.
Yeah, we're learning. That's
Guys,
what
like,
the spectrum is
like
about.
whenever I play Counter-Strike, I'm trying to aim. No, you have to set up the camera to
Yes.
line up the shot.
Yes.
To actually hit the people. And then
And
there's
bear in
guys
mind-
and then there's guys who are jumping up and down like this and they're just headshotting you every time. Yo,
Bear in mind,
Are you
all
ever
this
able
is
to
done
finish the
with-
game?
never dog. Every time I spawn in, dead.
And bear in mind, all this happens on a keyboard. There's no joysticks, there's no nothing. You need to learn which buttons to type at which point in time. Fingers
You know,
position.
my nephew,
Yeah.
I think he was back in primary school at the time.
Yeah.
He knew nothing about computers,
Yeah.
but I gave him a few directions,
Yeah.
and through him playing games like Metal Slug,
Oh, mental
he started becoming computer literate because of games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing that's kind of happening in the South African space. I think there's a couple of game dev companies that are actually trying to incorporate education.
100%.
Yeah.
Educational
into-
games.
Yeah.
And then
I think why am I Disputed Peoples? Yes. There's a company called Disputed Peoples.
Yeah.
They also were doing a game where it was basically teaching people about South African culture through the game.
Yeah.
So it was one of those games where it's basically like Space Invaders, but you're like I think it's called, I don't know the name of the game. I think it's called Couch Potato or something. I can't remember exactly. Just look up Disputed Peoples, you'll find the game.
Right.
There's also Space Salad, where they were teaching people about politics through games.
Yes.
POO, Point of Order. I remember
Is
that
that
one.
the one where, I think Zapiro was also
Yeah,
involved.
Zapiro
Yeah.
designed all of the characters for that
I
game.
also think Glitch Portal.
Yeah, they also
have Street something.
oh, that's so dope.
why am I forgetting it now? Basically, so they have a game called Temba the Last Hope where
There you
teach
go,
people
that's the
Zulu. No, but there's another one that Josie Jam. There we
Josie
go.
Jam.
Josie Jam.
Yes. It's about these guys, you know these guys that perform by the
Yeah,
robots,
yeah,
by the
yeah,
traffic
yeah.
lights,
Yes.
Oh, that's dope.
with the crates and all that.
Yes, so they're teaching people about South African culture through gaming.
Oh, that's dope.
That's another avenue that a lot of people are
Yes,
falling into.
yes,
that
yes.
please make sure you're looking out for that
Yeah.
and all of that dope stuff.
And then,
But,
as I conclude from my side,
Okay, I wanted to ask my question.
Oh, yeah, go ask a question, then I can go ahead.
I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this
Do
question.
your thing. Man.
PS versus Xbox.
Oh, okay. I'll give my
Console
I'll give my fair share.
Dun, dun.
And the only reason I'll choose Xbox is because I like how the controller feels in my hand.
Okay, what's the difference?
And then I like the fact that one analog is at the top and then the other analog is at the bottom. I think that for me makes sense. But I've come to realize that first-person shooter games, Xbox is more orientated for that, and then everything else would rather go and be for PlayStation. That's what I've realized.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to be my friend. by the way.
You were my
What's your
friend.
thoughts? What's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts, man? I'm curious to hear.
The thing about Xbox is
Yeah.
Red Ring of Death.
Okay.
My guy.
Okay.
Red Ring of Death was the thing.
Yeah.
Because my PlayStation 2 ran for a very long time.
Isn't that the best PS though?
What?
No, PlayStation 3 was also
Or the
really
most
good.
iconic. I don't know.
The most iconic.
most
Like
iconic.
most iconic.
Yeah, PlayStation 3 was really good with
Yeah.
that, and PlayStation 4, the one that
Yeah.
I have now, is also really good with that as well.
Yeah.
I've heard like performance for PlayStation 5 has also been great.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like how Xbox Live was handling some of the stuff with the live service feed. But I mean, I don't like a lot of that stuff in general, simply because sometimes they make it feel like you have to be online to play the game.
Oh, okay.
I mean, PlayStation also does that sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I think
And
so.
both have Game Pass on both sides, right?
Yes, yeah. But I'm more of a PlayStation guy. I've always been PlayStation. And,
If you want to sponsor us, you can bring any. Both PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah. No,
We're
hey,
not
look,
complaining.
Xbox, you can change my mind. You can change my mind. I promise.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but
So
yeah.
much for corporate sellout. Anyway.
Yeah, and also I enjoy PlayStation exclusives more than the Xbox exclusives. Like the only Xbox exclusive I know that was really good was Gears of War.
Oh, I like that. That was nice.
That was a
nice.
great one.
Yeah.
But like PlayStation, I mean, obviously Uncharted.
And
Obviously.
before we even go far, I just want to say, what's your take on handhelds for gaming?
I love handhelds, but like I think when you're younger, they're easier to like, because that's when you like. Because as a kid, when you're on the go, you're stuck in the car.
100%.
But now, if you're driving behind the wheel,
Yeah, you can't be
those
out here playing
PSPs
games.
and I had one.
You had one.
Oh,
You were a cool
I
kid.
had several.
You were a cool kid, eh?
I had the Game Boy Advance.
Did you
I
have
had
a
the
PSP?
I didn't have any of them.
Only
Oh,
cool kids in the street had PSPs back in my time.
Oh,
I said, even if you had a Game Boy,
Yeah, you were the cool
I
guy.
miss my PSP and I miss my Game Boy.
I'm not gonna.
but I think we're gonna expose our ages if I mention PlayStation 600.
Want to.
We're exposing our ages now, dog. Which kid is going PSP nowadays?
Nowadays. Yo.
I'm gonna level with you.
Yeah.
I think the PSP is the only one I've actually ever owned.
Okay.
I've never had a PlayStation.
Game Boy Advance?
Never had.
Oh.
Game
Nintendo
Boy.
DS?
Look, the old TV games.
Woo!
In the,
Oh,
Shout out to the
TV.
TV. Shout out to the TV.
1991.
Yeah.
1991.
Do you remember the CD player had games as well?
Hey.
No, but I think I'm more of a PC game guy.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone remembers Main 32,
yeah.
where you have like a collection of different games.
Yeah.
On one
Art
platform.
of Fighting, King of Fighters,
Oh,
yes,
Street
yeah,
Fighter,
yeah.
and it's different versions.
Oh, that's
Like just
dope.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, all of that.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. I think there was like a stand at the Lost Rage like that, where it had a bunch of those old games. Like you could even jam Street Fighter 2.
that's
Which
dope.
shout out to Street Fighter 2.
So,
Champion Edition. Shut up.
So I never had one of those consoles.
Okay.
I went just those ones, and then I went straight into PC because
Oh.
I'm the anomaly here because I used to be heavy into the strategy games. Nothing titillated me more than commanding vast armies into glorious battle. So they die in hundreds of thousands, and I'm giving them orders and then everything. That's why the game that broke everything.
Okay, Lelouch.
You read my mind. I'm thinking the same thing.
You know, one thing I've realized in 2025 and going forward, I see more people kind of choosing high-tech PCs over consoles. Or is it just me?
No, well, the thing is with the PC is that you can continuously upgrade that thing forever. Like
Yeah.
the PC you're kind of stuck with the hardware
okay.
that you have.
Okay.
And I guess you can do other things with
Yeah,
PCs.
but
than
like the
just
thing is
gaming.
with
So if you
PlayStation-
guys buy the PC rather than the console.
No, but the thing is also that's like you have to really be in it. Like to build a PC, it takes a lot of investment. It actually takes a lot of know-how.
So if you-
like it's not just you get a bunch of fancy stuff and then you
just-
have a PC.
Okay.
And not all of us are Henry Cavill who are gorgeously beautiful and talented and take the time
Okay,
to build
calm
our own
yourself.
PCs.
Yeah.
Like, no, we don't have the time.
That was a mini.
Henry Cavill is going to
Snuck that one in.
came out of nowhere.
They
Henry
snuck
Cavill
that
is
one
going
in.
he's going to file a restraining order one of these days.
A
Chief.
virtual
A virtual restraining order.
Wherever he is,
Yeah, but
I'm gonna say something, and I know only the OG, only the hardcore YouTubers will know this reference.
Okay.
Restraining part of my vocabulary.
Okay. All right.
They don't know it.
I don't think we need to know it, you know. But anyway, yeah, just getting back to it. Consoles, it's plug and play.
Alright.
Like if you have a 9 to 5 and you are struggling on the street or you're
Yeah,
hustling,
yeah.
like the last thing you want to be thinking about is yo,
Building
my
a
RAM,
graphics card,
I need a graphics card,
Cooling fans, liquid cooling.
liquid cooling.
Oh my.
180 resolution.
Yeah. Now you gotta buy a monitor. That is a 361 and
and you gotta buy like
load shedding.
And you gotta buy like 3 monitors.
And imagine load shedding kills your power supply when it comes back as well.
So yeah, I just think that it kind of depends on where you are as a person gaming. Because look, all gaming is valid. Even mobile gaming
Whatever
is valid. You're a gamer if you play on mobile. Don't let anybody tell you anything.
Even snakes and ladders.
Snakes and ladders. Do your thing. Subway
Surf. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Even Candy Crush. And Candy Crush took South Africa by storm.
There we go.
And Pokemon Go.
And Pokemon Go.
There we go.
And
Pokemon Go is getting people killed.
Among Us as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I just think in terms of building a PC, it's a very, very involved process. And also, if you're getting into it as a noob, you're going to need a guide.
Then you relax.
Whereas console, it's plug and play. You put the disc in, you download the game, is what it is, type thing.
As I conclude, like I said from myself, I'm just curious in the spirit of anime. What are you guys currently watching, and what are you guys looking forward to in the 2026 anime season?
Okay, so yeah, we just shift like that, guys. That's that's what we do. So just watch the podcast. It's going to look a lot less fancier than this one, but anyway. But yeah, so switching over to anime 2026. Oh my god. So, why am I... There's obviously Gacha Kuda.
Gacha Kuda's fire right now.
Is doing some great things.
It's cool, yeah.
And it's killing it on the sub and dub side.
Oh, apparently the dub is doing wonders.
Yes. So I've watched it in both sub and dub, and it's interchangeable. It's becoming like another Naruto for me, or another Full Metal Alchemist. It's doing that thing. So I definitely...
And another honorable mention is Black Clover is coming out as well. People have been waiting for that.
Yeah, shout out to Black Clover.
The Chainsaw Man movie came out.
Yes,
I don't know if people watched that.
Demon Slayer movie also just dropped.
JJK as well.
JJK as well.
And then I heard something about Free Reign coming out as well, season 2.
Oh, yes. And Bleach.
And Bleach. Don't judge me, I haven't watched Free Reign, but it's on my list. So, yeah.
Fire Force is also
Fire Force is always coming out as well. Dope. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just you're shocking me today.
I know, man. I know.
Now I'm playing.
And then My Hero Academia. What a beautiful season they gave us. The final season. Chef's kiss.
Anything else on my anime list? There's a bunch of, because in Anime After Hours is part of a group and they've made a list of a lot of things to watch. There's this one anime, I'm blanking on it, and I swear maybe somebody will know it and they'll put it in the comments. But basically it's about this woman who's supposed to get married, and she refuses like a lot of marriage proposals, and then she beats up the dudes who propose to her.
Oh, I know that. What is it called? That's dope.
I can't think of the name.
I know the name. She wears a red dress.
The one with the princess, and then she gets cheated on.
The way I know her is One Punch Woman.
She mama that entire
One Punch Woman.
I have no idea what I needed to punish this person accordingly. Okay, you can speak freely, man. You can speak freely. They pissed me off, so I beat the heck out of them.
Yeah, so I just can't remember the name. Please put it in the comment section.
Please
Or what is it like?
What is it triggered them? They're going to be raging after us now.
We're trying. Yo, you don't know everything. How?
Yes,
and then Fire Force as well is coming out in the final season.
Yes. Here's a question for us to conclude since we're at Rage. Is there any game of the horizon that you would like to play?
That's a dope question. That is a dope question.
I mean, I know some Wukong dropped a long time ago, but that's been one
I haven't played Same here.
The game looks epic.
Yes,
the graphics on that is dope.
And there's this game, I'm blanking on the name, but it's basically, if you guys ever look at it, it's like Avatar in game format. That's amazing. No, not even in terms of world building, in terms of the power. Like, the whole story is, like, it's something revenge, and basically the whole premise is, I swear, I'm so mad that I'm blanking on it. Please, again,
whenever we are on live, our brains switch off.
Then we
think ourselves on a way
back. But it is the whole point of the game, right? And if you look up the premise, I'm sure you'll find the name. So there's these gods that come down to Earth, and they bestow upon humanity like the abilities to like bend fire and all of those stuff. And then basically what happens is that the gods get upset with the human beings for abusing these abilities and all of this stuff, and they start like killing all of these human beings or whatever. And our main character loses his family, Kratos style, and then he masters all of the elements, Avatar style,
Okay.
and he goes after the gods themselves
Okay.
to get revenge for his family.
That's dope.
So they
That's a
just
dope
dropped,
premise.
like, it hasn't released yet.
Yeah.
They just dropped like a trailer, and in the trailer, legit Avatar, like they're bending water. This guy like bends water, freezes a bunch of enemies, and then like Earth bends and brings out like a giant rock, and then like crushes all of the enemies as they're frozen.
Damn.
It is so cool.
That's dope.
I'm so upset that I'm blanking on the name,
Yeah.
but that's a game that in my 2026,
Yeah.
2027 horizon,
Yeah.
I'm just like, because look, I'll be honest, PlayStation 5 release for me, they didn't really do the
Yeah.
things for me
Yeah.
personally. Like, I know Spider-Man 5 was out there and looked like, I think the game is solid as a game, but like, there's just a couple of stuff I didn't like. Mortal Kombat 1 really didn't do things for me personally. Street Fighter 6 is, but I mean, Street Fighter 6 has been released since PlayStation
Yeah,
4,
so it's-
so I don't really count it as a PS5
Okay,
release
fair.
type thing.
Yeah.
So on launch, there was not a lot of games that hooked me
Wow.
out of Sun Wukong.
Okay.
Sun Wukong did hook me. It made me want a PlayStation 5. But that game, if that had come out in the PlayStation 5 release, I would have sold a kidney. I would have been hustling on the street. Guys, it would have been dark, but I would have had a PlayStation 5. I'm telling you now.
If they're on a stripper pole, they shouldn't ask questions.
Hey. There's a couple of sites where you would have seen me and you would have been like, Buck, what's happening?
Don't be surprised if someone knocks on your door.
Don't be surprised. And I think one honorable mention for me, I don't know if you know the anime Viral Hits. Viral Hits. That's something to look forward to. It's a very interesting premise. And it's relevant for 2025 and 2026 as well.
Look, I'm not the biggest solo leveling fan. I know that's controversial, but I would say since we're talking about gaming, it's one of the biggest anime out there.
Yeah.
So I think
I think
anything
they
that
drop in
there
the game
is,
as well. I think
Is
they
it?
drop in the game.
Okay.
I think
That'll be
so.
interesting to see how the power system
I'm
works
not
and
sure.
stuff.
It's Sang Jin-woo, and that's it. That's the power system.
I think maybe they'll do like a reward system, the same way Sanjin kind of worked towards his. So you
are
can
we saying
boost
it-
up characters
If we're saying
as well.
it wrong, apologies.
Yeah, because we're probably butchering it.
We're from Africa.
Yeah, we're probably butchering it at this point.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a question, but
Sure.
I want to answer yours. Well, to answer yours quick, I've got a very short. I'm a strategy gamer, and when I find a strategy game I stick to it for the rest of the time. That's my
Sure.
problem. I'm loyal and obsessive, so it's been StarCraft 2, it's going to be StarCraft 2, most probably going to be StarCraft 2 going on. That's the only game I can mentally relax watching.
Okay.
And also gets me involved enough to want to play and win. Because
Right,
when I'm not
right.
immersed in any game and I don't feel like it,
Yeah.
I don't care if I win or lose.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you win, but that game,
It's the
I
game.
want to win.
Okay, fair.
So that's what I know that game has got me. But the question I want to ask, because you mentioned Sinju, was like, who is the biggest aura farmer in gaming?
Gaming. Oh,
Gaming.
there's a few. Oh, well, Master Chief be aura farming for gaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your take?
I mean, Darth Vader is in
Okay.
gaming.
Okay.
Star Wars games.
Okay.
Oh, Star Killer. Oh,
But
Star
Star
Killer
Killer-
is an aura farmer. Woo!
Star Killer
Star Killer will kill, like, he'll fight like a giant monster and pose in the air, and then he'll like fly through the monster and then like land in slow motion. There's no camera in his, like where he is. It's desert, dog. No one is seeing him. No one is seeing what he's doing. But there he is with two lightsabers.
I think the only person that we have been sleeping on since the 90s is Ryu. Whenever he wins the aura farms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll answer my question.
I'm surprised you guys didn't mention Kratos.
Oh no, Kratos be aura farming.
He be aura farming for real.
Kratos does aura farm, but I think the one who does it far worse and has been doing it the longest because of the game.
Yeah.
Sephiroth Final Fantasy. Man has been styling with this L'Oreal hair from the beginning. Like, I don't know how you fight with that long hair with a long sword without cutting your hair accidentally, but that man elegantly posing.
Are we shutting it down?
Yeah. I think we're reaching time right now.
Yeah.
Hey, so answer the questions that we've asked.
Yes,
Games
please.
you're looking forward to, anime you're looking forward to,
Yes,
best
please.
gaming aura farmer. Let us know in the comment section down below. We'll be watching this and we'll be responding to the comments if we can find them.
100%.
All of that good stuff. Shout out to space.tm.
Thank
I
you.
messed up my water. Shout out to space.tm. Follow them, please.
Thank you.
Make sure to
Thank you,
follow
Space
all of us,
100%.
right? We'll
Yes.
make sure that the tags are either in the comment section or wherever. You'll make sure to
Somewhere.
find us. You'll
Yeah.
find us somewhere.
Yeah.
And make sure to go to the space.tm website, especially if you're a podcaster and you want dope setups like this.
Yes.
And we will see you all.
And shout out to Gary. I think this is the first time he's actually fully fledged on Mzansi.
100%.
Oh,
Thank you so much for having me, man. Thank you so much for
Shout
having
out
me.
to Gary for coming through.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll definitely be seeing you a little bit later, and we'll be seeing you on Sunday. And hopefully we'll be doing something with Space.tm again.
Yeah.
This is your boy Buckmeister Cool. This is Tebelo Kala from KC Media. This is Mr. Extraordinary from Mzansi Nerds, and this is Gary Lou, who is
Off-man,
also on
off-man.
social media and
100%.
all of that good stuff. And all of us as Mzansi Nerds, we're signing out for now, and we'll see you all in other podcasts because we gotta be out. All right, everybody? Peace.
Peace.